Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back into the Captain's Draft 4.0 North American Qualifiers. It is the Grand Finals, a best-of-5 series between two amazing teams. Immortals versus Complexity now starting off with the draft, getting into it. Complexity, they just finished a very hectic 3-game series against Vici Gaming Storm, where they won in about 67 minutes. A very tough game for them. Really good play all around from them. But now they have a tougher test, potentially. Immortals have played very well so far in this tournament, making it through the upper bracket, making it into these Grand Finals. And so we'll get into the draft. We'll get things going. We're here on 7.07b, which makes things a whole lot more interesting, ladies and gentlemen. As we're on moonducktv, my name is Mont. With me is Purge. Did you catch any of that last game, Kevin? I'm not sure if you saw the end of it or not.
Yeah, I was kind of watching it on and off. Saw lots of cool item pickups and interesting builds. The Aeon disc was used pretty well.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know if I can talk too much about worth on item because it seemed like everybody had so much money that it didn't matter what items they bought.
That's true.
They were just super rich, but definitely some interesting play and some clutch plays and eventually just racks destruction all over the place.
Yeah, there was a lot of split pushing being done from VGJ Storm. It was really impressive for Complexity to get those picks they needed to get the victory, to get the waves pushed out especially. But again, this is Captain's Draft, and this is a new patch, Kevin. I know you've probably been playing a lot of Dota. You've probably been watching a lot of Dota. 7.07b, we don't really know what's like the high value pick yet. There's still a lot of uncertainty, I think, in this new patch, Kevin.
Yeah, definitely. Especially because a lot of talents are changed. I think they did a really good job balancing the talents for that, so that you can play multiple paths if you want to, and everything kind of works. I've got some theories about what I think is good, but then I get too focused on it and I just play Morphling all day. So that's about the depth of my knowledge right now. Morphling, very good, not in this pool, so we won't talk about him. I'm worthless.
I mean, he needed a buff. Did you feel like the buffs were worth it? Because I heard.
Oh, hell yeah.
He was really bad at the beginning of 7.07. I heard that it was really rough.
I think that's partially because people don't know what to do. It's like very disjointing to take a hero like that and to change his ultimate in such a way that just seems so weird and unnecessary.
Right.
And then you have to like change your mentality around it.
You can't split push anymore.
How you play it. You easily, well, okay, it's not, yeah, you can't split push as well.
Right.
But in some ways you split push better because I think the latest change they made was a big advantage. The waveform range, that really needed to happen because his ultimate was about like mobility and moving around the map and stuff, but by giving his waveform long range now kind of offsets the fact that you can't replicate places. But the fact that morph costs no mana is like the most disgusting buff ever. It's so good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Because now it doesn't matter how low your mana is, you can always morph no matter what. So if you're bad, if you don't have items that give you mana or mana regen, it doesn't matter. You're ready to fight basically as long as you can waveform. So
yeah, I
think he's in a really good place myself. I think the low win rate is just because people are trying to make him work in weird play styles that in no way should work.
Right.
Or they're doing it sloppy, or it's like a mix of things, you know? And I think he hasn't been played that much. I think he's honestly good, though. I've played him quite a few games. I think he's super good.
Well, we'll see later on down the road if he gets involved in Captain's Draft. What we have now, we have a very different pool. We've already got 5 picks coming in. That is one of the most interesting picks I will ever see in Captain's Draft. Are you kidding me? A Huskar pick? I thought this hero was dead, Purge. What the hell?
I mean, I don't even know what to expect here. I haven't seen Huskar in a long time, but I mean, there's a Dazzle Huskar combo. That's just super strong, right? And their opponents may not have the tools to deal with it.
Yeah, I think so as well. Immortals, they're known for this fast-paced, clash-at-you style of Dota, and I think nothing signifies this better than a Huskar at the early stages of this game. I don't even really know what this hero builds anymore. I played him in a couple of Turbo games. Like I was at Dota Pit and I was playing Turbo with Trent and I randomed him like 3 times and I'm like, this hero is garbage. Obviously, my opinion doesn't mean much. I'm not very good at Dota in comparison to Immortals.
On the bright side, Huskar was barely touched in the patch update. He just has some slightly different perks. The reality is Huskar is still Huskar.
True.
That's all you need to hear, basically. He's still a good hero. He does a lot of magic damage. Yeah, that's really all you need to know, I guess. You can stack Masks of Death if you want to. Dude,
all right.
One of the first games I watched in all of when the patch hit, I watched a game, and it was like a team with like 2 new heroes, and this player just picked fucking Huskar and built him completely standard. I was so disgusted. It was like the first game of the new patch, and he had like armlet, halberd.
Like, what are you doing, man?
Yeah, just like killing people with Huskar, like a refined hero in the normal boring way when people are trying to have fun and try new stuff. I was disgusted, dude.
Yeah.
I expect we'll see that here.
Yeah, more than likely. I don't think he'll build any of the new crazy items. I don't know. Maybe Aeon Disc. By the way, the last time we saw Aeon Disc besides the last game was against Fen. And Moo picked it up on Complexity. And the Sven jumped in. He threw up the Stormhammer and he get his God Strength. And the Aeon Disc procced. And then the Enigma who had the Aeon Disc just ran away. I think Aeon Disc is actually pretty good against Fen, all things considered. But
It's basically any initiate and kill hero.
Yes, exactly.
Sven, Storm, things like that.
But we have a lot of interesting picks, my friend. We have Treant Protector coming out for Complexity. This hero is making a pretty big comeback. Optic have picked it a lot because, of course, PPD's favorite hero, one of his favorite heroes. Then you have the Pugna coming out for Complexity as well. So they have a bit of push plus the Mirana. So now we have to kind of figure out, okay, where are some of these heroes going? Do we have all 3 cores already with the Sven, Mirana, Pugna? And then we need support maybe for Complexity with their last pick? There's a lot to be decided here with these last few picks.
Yeah, I mean, I assume it'll be Mirana core. That's been a very successful hero and role in many different games. I'm curious to see if Pugna's played any differently. I don't think the hero got very many changes, just like talent trees, basically.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, his life drain range got reduced, and Decrep can target Tombstone, so it's just better, kind of. I mean, Pugna's about the same.
Yeah.
The Underlord pick, I think, is also not that weird. Just good for pushing lanes, basically, to offset what Huskar, Dazzle, Starter can't do.
I like it also because if you commit to a fight with Immortals, you have Grave, you have Shadow Wave, you could heal up and then just Dark Rift out and just make it away. And like
Grave
especially
and
with
Rift
Huskar, exactly. So there's that combination, and I feel like Underlord also fits Immortal style as well. Like this feels like an Immortals hero, I think, in this particular matchup anyway.
I sort of agree, but not entirely because they're more like he's kind of a run at you hero in some ways. And that he just gets tanky. I would say he's good for Immortals in the sense that they very often like to have these options to do like aggro tri-lanes, do 1v1 matchups with a strong core. I think Underlord fits that definitely.
Right.
Like he could potentially 1v1 against a Pugna, I think.
Ooh.
It's a little scary, but you could kind of manage.
Yeah, that could be interesting. I would like to see that actually. I'm curious as to see, like, is Huskar played mid? Is he going to be played in the safe lane? Where do you send this? I guess we'll have our answer.
Same stuff.
Okay, so yeah, safe lane. All right. Invoker mid for Immortals. MP Invoker, nice.
Because I just don't think it'd be worth it to do like a dual lane mid against somebody with Huskar Dazzle. Because Huskar's not that great level 1.
Right.
He's better at like level 2 to 5, kind of like level 3 especially is when he gets really dangerous. So just put him in your safe lane, get him like an item, like an armlet or something like that, and then you can move him around to make action happen.
Yeah, and that's getting that early item, getting aggressive. We've seen Huskars do that in the past. We'll probably see it again. In terms of the late game, is this really a hero? This is probably going to be a support Wind Ranger. We saw this yesterday, actually, in the Chinese qualifiers. Fade played it on VGJ Thunder. He did pretty well with it, but the early impact was really lacking. However, I think Z-Freak is probably going to be better at this particular hero. I just think Z-Freak probably knows how to play this hero. I mean, what do you think about this last pick, Wind Ranger, coming out from Complexity, Purge?
I mean, it's okay. It's certainly got good nuke. The disable can be fantastic and stuff, and focus fire is in a lot of ways better than it used to be. But I'm not really sold on it just yet. I guess.
Yeah,
I would say it's okay. Like it's gonna be able to kill Dazzle really easily, most likely. Yeah, and it's like an initiating hero that they can combo with Treant Protector and Pugna. So I guess that's it. There's definitely good things about it. The thing that sticks out to me though is that Pugna set. That is a Moonduck.
Is it a Moonduck Pugna set? Woo! Yeah. Shoutouts to Moo, baby. Thanks, buddy, for supporting the tournament. We appreciate it. Is that what, like CD3 or something like that, probably? Moonduck set?
I think so.
Yeah.
CD3?
I think let me, well, I can't look it up now. I'll look it up later.
It was like the Sand King one, the Pugna. I think there's a Leshrac.
I think the last set we did was for, or like the last chest we did was for CD3 anyways, so it's been a while. It has been a long time.
That allows us to unbiased cheer for Complexity, and nobody can blame us for it.
Exactly. Nobody's flaming at all. But we are in, folks. This is a best-of-5 series. Strap yourselves in. I would not be surprised if this goes all 5 games. I would also not be surprised to see a 3-0 from one team or the other. I don't think it will happen, but there's also that chance, and we'll see if Complexity or Immortals can take this first game. In terms of the draft that you like better, in terms of what you think about both of these drafts, are you about even on them? Do you prefer one team over the other at this point of the game?
I think I like Cole's better because they have a lot better chances to get like quick pickoffs. Like I'm looking at Sven, Mirana, Tree, Wind Ranger, Pugna. I feel like they can jump in and kill somebody really rapidly. Whereas on Immortal side, I feel like it's all like Invoker combos or maybe Huskar going crazy on someone.
Right. Feels a bit more stock standard perhaps from Complexity. I actually liked Kyle being super mannered for this particular game. Always fun to play, you guys. What a nice lad. Real good guy.
I mean, it's probably true. You just run around and fight all the time, right?
It's true.
Do crazy shit. It's like weird game circumstances. They don't sit back and just farm, you know? It's like just fighting. Oh, sorry. That's my dog. She really hates lamps.
Oh, I couldn't.
She likes to growl at them.
We wouldn't have heard it if you didn't say anything. I didn't hear it at all.
You will. Don't worry. You'll hear. Oh, You hear it?
Nope.
Nope.
Oh, I heard it a little bit. There it is.
There it is. There it is. Yeah. Lamps, dude. Fuck lamps.
Why though? What's she got against lamps?
I think because sometimes they like hit the wall because you put your lamp next to the wall, right? And it makes like a loud noise because it's like a coned glass thing. So I don't think she likes the noise, the fact that it moves sometimes. It creates light. Fuck lamps.
Dude, does your dog bark when thunderstorms happen, or does she like freak out? Like,
yeah, she doesn't like gunshots, thunder, stuff like that.
Yeah, my dogs were and have been the same. They always freak out once the thunderstorms hit. But
you know what else she really hates, dude? Sprinklers. Fuck sprinklers, dude.
Really?
She hates sprinklers.
I'm getting wet or just
surprise her.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Noise. Yeah,
I want to meet your dog.
Lamps.
Your dog's hype, I'm sure.
Yeah, she's great. She's a little crazy though. Hope they definitely saw that.
Yeah, they're pinging the hell out of that thing. They dropped the sentry. They're like, damn it. So much for that. So Kyle will rotate bottom on the Stream Protector. Aggro dual lane for now. Frev's alone. They'll have a dual lane mid with Chessie and Zfreak. They did this last game, but it was a CK Ancient Apparition instead. Cold Snap comes out from MP doing some harass. And so yeah, we'll see how this dual lane mid goes in comparison to the off lane, or rather solo safe lane Moo Pugna at this point.
That does not look very fun. Be solo safe lane Pugna against a tri-lane.
Yep.
I mean, on the bright side, it's just a Dazzle and a Slardar, but if he gets disabled, this could be very dangerous for him. Especially because Q already has a win nice.
I think the good news for I've seen Pugna games and pro games where Pugna's gotten killed like 4 or 5 times, but as long as he gets levels, it's probably fine. However, going down early in the game might be problematic. He does have tangos. They're going to dive this, I think. Febi's pretty tanky at this point. Spears will do the job. And almost enough. Febi will actually drop to the tower, and QO's taking a lot of damage as well. They got the courier with the tower too. What a disaster!
Oh no!
Oh my god, that is insane.
Sorry them at least. He feels bad about it. It's like, sorry that my tower killed the courier. That was like the easiest dive ever. Poison touch against like a solo hero in a tri versus solo situation is such a good skill now. Yeah, it's just like guaranteed rearmable damage.
It's pretty solid. You kind of forget about it. It's just really good for early game aggression. I've seen a lot of people just not get any points or just get 1 point and then max out like Shadow Wave into Shadow Grip.
That's standard. I mean, you basically have to. You don't really want to max it out.
Yeah.
Although the damage isn't that bad. It's like what, 70 times 4. That's just from the minimum cast. So that's not too bad. Just the slow's kind of weak.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it seems like a decent, respectable skill, but I definitely wouldn't max it in any way in the hero.
Scale's okay.
It's not worth it slightly anymore.
Yeah, I agree. But did you see what Forev said? Windows update? Jesus. How does that even happen when you're playing Dota? That's hilarious. The computer just like turns off in the middle of a Dota game. That's a classic, man.
You know, sometimes you just got to protect the safety of somebody's PC.
Yes, the Windows update surely will do that.
Just a higher chance of it.
All right. Fair enough, my friend.
So in the offlane, it's a dual lane for Cole. So because they have that solo Pugna, at least they've got a tree plus Mirana, and that's up against a Underlord. That's that 1v1 matchup that Immortals was hoping for, but didn't end up finding.
Right. This is Brev can still just spam the Rain of Fire or Firestorm. I always forget which one it is, damn it. Firestorm out and get some last hits that way. Limp's sitting on 3 last hits. Underlord, of course, is doing pretty well. I delayed it. Frev realizing that the Dota game this time is more important than his computer security. I like your style.
All right, hackers out there, it's time to hack Frev.
Don't give them any ideas.
Yeah, probably shouldn't. That was a bad idea.
Nah, it's fine.
But I think Underlord will be fine in this matchup. It's a little scary. They've got some disable, but it's not like they're going to be able to combo a Treant into an arrow super easily. And even if they do, he's really tanky, hard to kill.
Right.
But on the bright side for Cole, they should have a lane advantage here in the mid lane because of the 2v1. So they're pretty much sacrificing their Pugna, but their other lanes should go better than average. So I mean, this is pretty good for Cole.
MP only has 2 last hits, and that's about as good as it gets. He almost died as well. He's done some harass to Chessie, but Chessie's obviously fine. Now they're wrapping again on top lane. Here comes the sprint. Moo might be in some serious trouble. He does have decrep. Oh, he gets it off in time. That's beautiful. Slithering Crush comes out. No damage being dealt. Still a lot of damage. They have the shackle shot from Zfreak. The power shot. Oh, Zfreak, beautifully done. What a rotation. And QO also about to go down. Another power shot in 3. It is level 1. I don't know if it's going to be enough, especially with the Berserker's blood. In fact, it definitely won't be. He actually missed it, too.
Such a sick shackle. Dude, I would have freaked out and, like, canceled my TP early if I was in that moment. Like, that must have been so intense for Zfreak there, but what a great shackle. And now this lane that's supposed to be losing is just winning repeatedly.
Yeah. It's Moo, after that early kind of disaster for Immortals, he's now up to 6 last hits, which is pretty good for an off-lane solo Pugna. Zfreak might just stay up here, and they'll just give the 1v1 match between Limp and Frev. There also is Febi rotating in mid. He's got the Guardian sprint in the river. But Sven going to take off the clarity that was on the Invoker, I believe, and just continue to farm. So that's a great start in that top lane. You're absolutely right. Really good stuff for Mu there.
Yeah, so other than that, just passive stuff. Just occasionally people rotate around. Febi's been having trouble finding things, but I'm really surprised he hasn't gotten more done. It seems like he's had almost perfect initiations, but these just tiny small mistakes really add up to a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, how does he even contribute to killing a Mirana? It's so difficult. Like, he actually, like, other than wrecking the Pugna, it doesn't feel like he has a place in this game.
QO shackled to the Hellbear Smasher, and he will fall as Mu throws up the Nether Blast. And Z-Freak, speaking of getting stuff done, this is what you want your 4 position to accomplish. Rotate while dives are happening and make things happen across the map. And it's just beautiful stuff.
I mean, especially because Windranger's abilities do so much with 1 skill point now. 2-second stun with Shackle, which is insane for 1 skill point. And then 180 damage for a level 1 power shot, now it does 260. Like, she actually has really big output here. So as long as she uses her skills in proper ways, she will be having more value than a typical hero. But if you're bad and you're making mistakes or not landing your abilities, yeah, she's going to be worse. But he's really making Windranger support look like a good thing right now.
Yeah, he absolutely is. It's still early, so things can start turning sour pretty quickly for this type of hero, but I wouldn't bet on it based on how Z-Freaks played today in the last best of 3 as well. I want to talk about bottom first. I'm afraid something's going to happen top, but I do want to talk about the 3 leaps on Mirana. Now, do you think that's broken? Oh, hold that thought. Maybe they go Leech Seed, top lane, QO. I knew this was going to happen. Shackle Shot won't latch. You can see where it bounces to. There's no trees in that area. Still, he's taking a lot of damage. Kyle, good grave coming out. They have another Shadow Word, I believe, in 3 seconds. One more auto attack. Doesn't come in the right time. That should get the kill, though. Nice kite. They still go down, though, with the Burning Spears onto the Tree and Protector.
Nice.
1-for-1 trade.
And Kyle stays alive until the Huskar's already dead, so Kyo doesn't even get any experience for that.
Yep. Really good stuff there.
Not all bad.
They also dropped the sentry down thinking that this ward was still here after, or they placed another one in this area, but it's actually on the Uber Cliff, which spots out Febi rotating in as well. And now it's going to turn into a try versus try. It looks like no, they actually have the Tree and Protector mid. So back to 2 versus 3.
The try leap thing, I mean, Mirana is, like, it's, yes, she has 3 leaps, but they feel, I still feel like she's killable. And now, like, the leap distance is not so far that you have no idea where she went, I feel like. It's like, she leaps, you know about where she is, you can catch up easier. So it's like, there's positives and negatives. And it's more mana expensive for her, too.
That is true. It's something you have to keep in mind. Yeah, you're right. It just feels like, though, if you have good mana, it's so hard to kill the hero unless you get off a good disable or something. And even then, it might not be enough. But
yeah, I just focus on the good disable. Or I play Morphling, and then I just E-Blade Adaptive Striker, and she dies, and it doesn't matter.
Speaking of dying, Febi gets blown away. Nether Blast is going to be the one to secure the kill. Pugna's level 5, man, and isn't that worth? It's up there. This is a great start. Underlord is top.
Die bottom?
Is QO going to die? Forever was going to live. They're going to maybe go in. Grave comes out. Z-Freak already win-ran. He's got Power Shot. Decrypt comes in. Nether Blast. Shackle Shot again. The Power Shot actually doesn't hit Dubu, but that was still sick from Z-Freak every time so far. He's got one run. He'll use it, and Febi can't chase him down. Even in the river, it's level 1 sprint. It's not going to do nearly enough. And this Huskar is looking like what the Pugna was supposed to be in terms of him dying in the offlane.
Yeah, that's actually kind of insane because it looked like the easiest kills ever, but just small little mistakes and nice rotations, and everything looks really bad for Immortals now. Because basically the only person that's got decent farm is Underlord. What is he going to do? You can't, like, make his team just win fights. He's going to have to, like, get a fast mech, try to keep Huskar alive in crucial moments, maybe force Cole into bad fights. But Cole's got to be really happy right now.
Yeah, I think so. And this is before the push, the siege engine starts up with Mu and the Nether Blasts. He's almost at life drain. Yeah. Slithering Crush on the other side. I think Febi's trying to get a battle going here, and Kyle has the leech seed, so he's winning that battle. Decrypt coming in, another Nether Blast, the life drain. Power Shot, Grave is not even close to in time for Dubu. And that is another death for this Huskar, who has now died, I believe, 4 times. And they might not be done yet.
I couldn't even tell that guy has magic resistance. He just died instantly.
Yeah, exactly. It's only level 2. At this point,
it's such a good combo with Windranger too, because she has weak disables, and Decrep is like mostly a damage amper, and they just use it as that. It gives the disable, and the damage amp makes Windranger a better hero. Everything's going great for Cole right here.
Yeah, even Limp is still getting a lot of farm bottom. He's taking some harass though from the Underlord. No worries there though. Again, he has the 3 leaps. He's going to have treads here in the near future. I don't think they have stacks for the Ancients. Is the one downside for Cole right now with all of this action happening top. They can't just have the Sven head into the jungle and take like 3 ancient stacks or anything, but he's still doing really well.
And MP goes for a fast phase boots build and then into Midas, and he's going Qualifiers actually. So
he wants to get involved.
Game.
This is not the typical Invoker game where you sit back and farm for an hour and a half. And this might be huge. There is a Sentry, but they're in smoked right now. They're going to see him here in a moment. Tornado EMP coming out. Shackle Shot will latch. There's the cold snap. Moo doesn't have decrypt for another 9. He actually used it on himself. Another Nether Blast. They need to back away for now. Moo's still taking a lot of damage. No life drain, no mana to work with. But MP has to run. Here comes the lead sheet. Febby. Nature's Guised up. They have the urn, or rather the grave, excuse me, and that'll get off in time. Febby's still going to get chased down. There's the Starstorm. They have the dust. Ghostwalk will not save you. Can they find a third? That Shackle latches. The power shot is there. He's got Shadow Wave, but that is it. It's a double kill for Z-Freak in a mega kill spree. What a turnaround. And again, it continues to be a disaster here, Purge for Mortals.
Yeah, just absolutely snowballing over him. And the crucial thing was the fast decrypt from Moo to stop all of the right-click abilities, which means that he didn't take as many cold snap procs. And then you're looking at Febby, who's thinking, I need to stun this guy, but if I do it right now, he doesn't even take the Slither and Crush damage, so they had to delay the initiation. And finally, when they go on him, he was just completely covered by living armor. So just, and now MP getting stunned.
I don't know. Is there going to be follow-up here? Starstorm comes in. Slither and Crush, great leap away from Limp as the Cold Snap also goes in. MP literally just TP'd to this lane. He's already at, like, I don't know, really low HP. D is Quas running, so it's fine.
It's like the most frustrating thing ever. You, like, just TP in, and you do something stupid and just get wrecked.
Yeah.
And you're like, I just wasted more time. That sucks.
I think, I mean, not only that, I've died in those situations. I mean, I think everybody has when you're playing Dota.
I feel like that feels better because at least then your mistake is done and you just respawn. You know.
I don't know if that's true, but I like the upside. I like the upside.
He's gonna be fine.
Yeah, he's Quas. He's like level 3 Quas at this point, so he's good to go. Get a lot of regen going. All right. Well, Sven is now level 8. Mask of Madness is just about done. He got a bottle as well. So he's up to 4.5k net worth. And again, no ancient stacks, no stacks of any kind, but I don't think he's really concerned.
Yeah, he maxed his stun anyways, which might seem weird, but I think he just did this because if you're playing mid, it's nice to be able to just easily nuke a wave and kill the whole thing to go take bottle and runes. So I think it kind of makes sense that he did this. So his farming is going to suffer in terms of jungle, but it's okay. As long as he can push the mid lane.
Very true. I like the reasoning. And he's also going for the Dazzle, but he's just throwing out a casual Stormhammer. Shadow Wave will be back up and heal him. And Pugna working on what I imagine to be an Aether Lens. That makes a lot of sense. God Strength are working on the tier 1 tower in the meantime for Chessie. They have no glyph, actually, so he might just be able to take this. Rotations are going to be too slow. Febby has a TP. They're not. I think this tower's just dead, actually.
Ooh, a lot of damage on Underlord bottom.
Rev taking some harass from Moo. The Nether Blast is coming out. And I mean, QA is an armlet somehow after dying a million times. I mean, I guess it's not that bad. Maybe he starts owning now.
I mean, all he needs to do is be in a fight and have enough time to auto-attack. So he can't get shackled, he can't get stunned, he's got to worry about knock. Alright, there's a lot of disables on Cole's team that are going to ruin Kyo's life. He could get shackled, he could get overgrowth, he could get Sven stunned, he could get shackled. He gets shackled.
Find his first kill.
Alright, but sometimes he'll just find a tree and everything's fine. But that was a smoke for that.
Yes. Limp was pushing top in the meantime. Sven is in the jungle farming. It's a tree and protector. I don't think they're really that concerned. Dubu's going to have to be on point with these heals and graves, I think. Otherwise, Kyo just gets destroyed, especially if he sits at this low HP. I don't know. He still has only level 2 Berserker's Blood, which is also really bad.
Well, I mean, he's got to be low HP to do more damage. Like, this increases his farm speed. So, I mean, he's living on the edge here, and yeah, they're in a bad spot, but I think it's time to play on the edge a little bit. Oh, he gets him!
Well, he actually got. I missed it. I'm really sad.
Okay, but you see the ward, right? They have the ward. They saw Kyo running to the south. He power shotted. It went through the ancients and then killed Kyo. He must have turned his armlet off ahead of time.
Ooh, good leap away from Limp. Now the power shot. Leech C. Dubu's got to run. No grave. They're going to get the dust off as well. And MP is about to get chased down and killed. Stormhammer. I think this is an ancient stack for Chessie. Wow, they stacked this up heavily. Chessie's going to walk over, hit him once to kill him. Thank you. Thanks for that. Thanks for the gold.
That's one of those moments where you actually crap yourself while you're playing. You're like, I'm gonna die, and then it's just boom. It's a big angry guy with a sword right above the hill.
Yeah. Unfortunate for MP. It was looking okay for a moment there once they got that Treant kill, and then nope, not anymore. By the way, 3 kills for Immortals, 13 for Complexity. It's a bit rough, for sure.
6k advantage at 13 minutes. Not looking so hot, but
yeah.
They still do have the damage, though. And they have a lot of catch up as well. They can use things like amplify damage against Roshan with Huskar to kill it. Oh, and they've got Underlord. They actually have a disgusting Rosh lineup on Immortal side.
Yes.
With the percentage-based damage.
It should be pretty good. Too. That arrow is going to scout things out. They'll see Fabian Forev. And that means everybody away.
That might as well have been a Zeus ulti right there.
That was a great arrow. Classic vision. By the way, Chessie's a blink dagger. They could fight if they wanted to. They have hit the ones now, too. It might be too dangerous if you're Complexity. Tornado. He actually gets a double leap. Power shot coming out along with the shackle, and Febi's already like half HP. Arrow. Oh, he just sidesteps it. That would have been sick, but there was a creep to watch the arrow come through. Tier 1 glyph will go. Sven is starting to run up, but he has a TP. He's got God Strength. I don't think they can maybe try to defend this like 4 versus 5. They can go for deny as well. Here comes the Moonlight Shadow. Now, too little, too late. QO will get it done. And there's a huge stack here, too, for MP if you can take it.
I mean, I think they're just doing the smart thing here. They're not trying to force things too hard. Because they're kind of destroying anyway. Z-Freak's 7, 0, and 5 on support Wind Ranger. He's got a Phase and a Hand of Midas now. Like, he's in a really good spot to transition pretty much wherever he wants to go after this. And you might think that even Midas isn't that good on Wind Ranger, but the Focus Fire attack speed went down enough that any attack speed on Zubai actually do help you.
Okay. I literally just heard him Mask Madness blink, or like blink and then Stormhammer, then Mask Madness and killed him.
I think what happened was Kyo TP'd to his jungle to start jungling.
Yeah.
He started on the Ancients, and then Chessie walked up nearby and used his combo basically to kill. Yeah. Super easy kill, because I assumed that Kyo was low.
He was super low HP, I'm sure of it. All right, well, Febi's maybe dead. Good Shadow Wave, actually. Life Drain, the change, it's enough to get him out of a dodge. If the lens won't help him there to get the kill. They have Grave up for Dubu, but you could see Mu is already causing mass panic here for Mortals. I mean, yeesh.
They're just doing such a great job split pushing. Like, it's either Pugna pushing one lane, or Sven, or Murana. Any of them are always in a position to do this. Like, Limpton basically, he doesn't cross the whole map just to head to the mid lane just to try to participate. What they do instead is spread out a little bit, just enough that they're always farming more efficiently than their opponents, because they know they have this big advantage, and Immortals kind of needs to rely on all of their heroes in a group to actually take a fight. So Cole just has this dominant position where they can control the map better, split push the lanes better, which gives them even more map control.
So then what do you do for Immortals? You just have to sit back and farm? Do you have to smoke and find kills? Because they're just losing control.
Yeah, exactly. Those are both decent options. Getting any kills you can really helps. Getting some ward vision can really help. Try to gank one of the split pushers is really good. They're moving across to try to catch him here, but of course Kyle spotted it.
Exactly. So he's just out.
And the smart thing Chessie did, he didn't go all the way back to base. He just TP'd back to the same...
God.
Just another kill. He TP'd back to the same general area that still allows them to split push. So he doesn't even lose that much by their rotation.
QO, buddy, I hate to tell you this, but you might be dead. Well, maybe not. He saw him and he's able to get out. Also, Duba's nearby. He's got Shrine. And Chase is like, nah, don't fight that. They're at Shrine. We don't want to die to Huskar and give away 1,000,000 gold. Smart play. Force out the Shrine. In the meantime, again, like you mentioned, split pushing. Limp's top lane. They've got the tier 1 tower down. This tier 2 is not going to get lifted up as well. MP finally has Midas, but you're going to need about another like 10, 15 minutes for him to be pretty strong, even though he has Quas Wex. I don't know. This is disastrous. I don't know what other word to use.
Great for them. If they can get initiation, yeah, Febi's probably dead here.
Yeah, good power shot. The Decrep power shot life drain. My lord, dude. He is, with sprint, he's just dead. Like, sprint on, it's just bad.
Amplified damage, and then you amplify with Decrepify, and then you just hit him with a bunch of damage and he dies. The dead fish.
Dead fish indeed. MP.
Catch MP.
Good tornado coming out. There's the leech seed coming in. The overgrowth coming out as well. Power shot. They'll take him down. And that'll be another kill. Now QO jumping back in, looking to fight. Yeah, all right, that didn't work. Shackle shot won't latch, but Dubu was going to get chased down. They'll drop the Nether Ward. The Nether Blast comes out, almost kills him. The Grave got just in time for Immortals. I think I probably sounded like a robot there for half a second, Kevin. I'm not sure.
No, it was good.
Okay, good. We dropped some frames. That's it.
Okay.
Oh, we're still dropping frames. Stop dropping frames.
So do you see that Colorado passed that ballot initiative for the fiber,
I saw that.
city run fiber?
Yeah, but that's not near us.
I saw that and I instantly thought of you guys. Oh, it's only like one place?
I think so. I think it was only supposed to be Colorado Springs. They were trying to do it in Longmont too, which is like 30 minutes away. And
okay.
I didn't actually read it. Last time I heard them talking about it was just for Colorado Springs, I believe.
I see. I was hoping it was statewide because I thought about you guys instantly. Screw ISPs.
Agreed.
In America.
Agreed.
Cole continued to control everything, basically. Just pushing all the lanes in. all the tier 2s in the mid and the top are dead now, so basically it's just Shrines and the bot tier 2, and other than that, Immortals is pretty much dead in the water. And honestly, the craziest thing about this whole thing was just how bad the tri lane went for Immortals. It looked like it was going to go so good, but they just had these like crazy mistakes that put them behind.
Well, they'll try to go for Roche. QO is already super low. Decrep, Nether Blast. QO will get back in, try to tank this. They're going to look for a fight. Febby in the water, so speedy with that Guardian sprint up. Forev now going to get decrept. Nether Blasted, a lot of damage being done. Stormhammer, here we go. Chessie now. So they're in Crush. They're going to jump in. Maybe they can get the skill. Another great Shackle coming out from Z-Freak. Forev's about to go down, and QO doesn't have much longer. The Overgrowth will come through. Even with the Armlet Toggle, it's not enough. A double kill for Limp. Tuba will try for the TP. Shackle shot, Stormhammer, see ya. Triple kill for this Mirana, and that is GG. Easy first game for Complexity. What a start. 20 minutes in. My God, Purge.
Yeah, that was one of the biggest stomps we've seen in a long time. I've seen in a long time, at least. Like, from the laning stage, if that tri-lane went well and they killed Pugna like 3 times, yeah, the game could be way different, because then QO would have faster armlet boots, can move around actually fighting people, but he was constantly on the back foot, and all of the heroes were generally just vulnerable because their defense against ganks were weak. It was basically just Grave, but if any of them get decrep blasted, or you know, if you're playing against Z-Freak when he plays Wind Ranger, it's scary stuff. And after they lost that tri-lane, all of their other lanes were 1v2s, which means you're going to have worse than normal outcomes. So they basically lost all 3 lanes. Yep. When that happens, you get stomped in 20 minutes, especially in a pro game.
Yeah, for sure. Complexity making it look easy. An appropriate kill score, perhaps.